What is the most unforgivable thing a sibling ever did? My brother Theo sold our grandmother's house while she was dying in hospice. Not after she passed, while she was still breathing, still asking when she could go home. I was 22, working double shifts to pay for nursing school while spending every free moment at Nana's bedside. Theo was 25, supposedly handling her finances while I handled her care. "Don't worry about the money stuff," he'd say. "I've got it covered." For 3 months, I watched Nana fade away, holding her hand through chemo treatments that weren't working. She'd whisper about wanting to see her garden one more time, about the apple tree she'd planted when our grandfather came home from war. "When I get better," she'd say, "we'll make apple pie together." I never had the heart to tell her the doctors had given up. Theo came twice. Both times, he barely looked up from his phone, but he always made sure to sign any paperwork the hospice needed. The call came on a Tuesday. The hospice nurse said Nana was asking for both of us. It would be her last day. I raced from work, still in my scrubs, expecting to find Theo already there. He wasn't. I held Nana's hand as she slipped away, promising her she'd see Grandpa soon. She squeezed my fingers and whispered, "Take care of my house." 2 hours later, as I sat making funeral arrangements, Theo finally showed up. He looked nervous, fidgeting with his phone. "I need to tell you something," he said. That's when he explained that he'd sold Nana's house 6 weeks ago to developers. They were tearing it down to build condos. "She needed the money for medical bills," he said, refusing to meet my eyes. I stared at him, speechless. "She died asking about her garden," I whispered. "It was business," he said. "She would have understood." Something in me snapped. I pulled out my phone and called the buyer. Theo lunged for it, but I stepped away. "This is regarding 1247 Maple Street," I said. "I need to know the sale price. $340,000. I hung up and stared at my brother. Nana's medical bills were $20,000. You sold a $340,000 house. Where's the other $320,000? Theo's face went white. "I invested it," he finally admitted. "Crypto. I was going to surprise you both when it paid off." My hands started shaking. "You gambled away our inheritance while our grandmother was dying? How much is left?" Silence. "How much, Theo?" $12,000. I walked away before I did something I'd regret. At Nana's funeral, I gave a eulogy about her garden and how she'd taught me that home isn't a place. It's the people who love you. Theo sat in the back row, crying. After everyone left, he approached me at the graveside. "I can fix this," he said. "I'll get a loan, buy back the property. They're demolishing it tomorrow," I said quietly. He started sobbing then, begging for forgiveness. I looked at him, really looked at him, and realized I was seeing a stranger. Nana died believing her house would stay in our family. I picked up a handful of dirt from her grave. "She trusted you. I trusted you." I let the dirt fall through my fingers. "Some things can't be fixed, Theo." 3 years later, I graduated nursing school and moved across the country. Theo calls every few months, always asking when I'll forgive him. Last week, he sent me photos of the condo complex built where Nana's house used to stand. I deleted them without opening them. Some betrayals cut too deep to heal.